pressure then withdraw away. Conventionality belongs to yesterday. There is a chance that we can make it so far. We stop believing now we can be who we are. Greece is the word that you heard. It's got groove, it's got meaning.
Hey everyone, welcome to another Tuesday night with Kim. I am always so excited to be here. Sorry, I am late. I always usually, when I do lives, slide into the seat at the very last minute. I'm usually working up until the very last second, and I check an order and it kind of ran over. So sorry, sliding into the seat, and here we go. Tonight live, it is DoorDash, Uber Eats, Instacart. We can probably even put Grubhub in there, Walmart, Spark. Customers lie, don't they? Well, they do, but how does it really affect us drivers? So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. On your way in, if you can give this live a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. With that being said, couple of things, I always talk about kind of what's going on. So right now I started my own podcast. So if you haven't checked it out, it is on every major place that has a podcast: Spotify, Apple, YouTube, so you can check that out. And while you're there, check out the Gig Economy podcast as well. I listen to that all the time as I am driving, and it is one of the best ways of getting in touch with what's going on in the gig economy, and highly entertaining, thanks to Jason. So go check that out if you're into podcasts. I love listening to them because they kind of keep me focused as I'm driving. And thank you so much, Cray. Much appreciated. And hello to everybody in the chat. Welcome. And I think that's really it. And also, if you guys are into social media, I think I'm now almost on every social media platform. I am on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all under Kim's Side Money Plan. So if you have any of those, please feel free to say hello to me, join me, subscribe to me, whatever else you want to put in there. Let's be friends. I don't even know what they call all these social medias. I'm still getting a lesson on social media. So anyway, come join me on any one of those platforms. So what really sparked this whole entire topic tonight is, first of all, I don't know whether you guys saw, I became platinum on Instacart. I'm like, how did that even happen? And you guys know Kim's Side Money Plans. I have multiple apps. I think I'm up to 16, 15, somewhere. I lost track after a while. I have many apps. I'm still a full-time driver. I still drive 40, 50 hours a weekend, just sliding into this chair at the very last minute. I have over now 20,000 deliveries probably combined. It's crazy. And I'm approaching 12,000 deliveries just on DoorDash alone, even though DoorDash usually is my main app. But I know some of you guys even questioned, do you do any other apps? And I do, hence the platinum on Instacart. I'm like, how did that even happen? All of a sudden I was platinum. I guess I've been taking more Instacart orders lately than I have in the past. So we'll kind of see what that brings. I don't even know what platinum means. If any of you guys know what that means, and if it's going to do something good to my Instacart account, let me know. I know, it's so crazy. What was it, 2 years ago? I'm like, nope, I'm never doing Instacart. Nope, never doing Instacart. And then here I am platinum. Talk about eating my words. I'm just saying. Totally eating my words on that one. 20,000 deliveries combined. Isn't that crazy? I've been full-time now for well over 4 years. It's probably even 5 at this point. So time flies, I guess, when you're having fun. So, in my Instacart madness, and I'm like, "Ooh, okay. Thank you so much, Josh. Much appreciated." You are not at the wrong channel, I promise. I know it's like it's it's weird. I'm telling you, 2 years ago, I was so anti Instacart. I'm like, "Never, never doing it." And then here I am. I know times have changed, but so so first day of being platinum Instacart, turned it on, and I'm like, let's see what kind of orders I'm gonna get. And of course, like the normal crap orders come through Instacart, just like we always get. And then a $60 batch comes in, one single shop, and I hit so fast, it would make your head spin. I'm like, I'm not losing $60. So I took it. It was, I forget the units. It was really high. It was like 79 or 80 something units. But I'm like, it's $60. I don't care how many units. Probably could have been over 100 and I still would have done it. But anyway, the customer was communicating with me. I'll be honest, she was a little pain in the butt. Um, she wanted a picture of every substitute that I had for her. She kept adding items, she kept taking items away. I'm like, oh my God, I just wanted, honestly, the shop to end at the end of it, but I got it done and communicated with me the whole entire time. I delivered it. And if you can learn anything from me, and I've preached this over the years, even food delivery, I've preached this. Whenever you take a picture, guys, take a picture with the house number at all costs, at all possible. And if you can't do it, I always keep a separate file in my phone for house numbers just in case I ever need it. And it really paid off because I got an alert saying that the order was never delivered. I got one of those fantastic messages and emails from Instacart. And I'll be honest, I was pissed. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I even looked when I got that, I even looked and I didn't get a 1 star. I didn't get a tip taken away. Like, I got none of that. And I'm thinking, that little son of a gun completely just lied, and her grocery order was like 300. It was in the high 300s. I want to say it's 377. So just she got almost close to $400 worth of groceries for free at the expense of the shopper, or if you're doing food delivery, at the expense of the delivery driver. Like, how wrong is it? And I was thinking, now these days, like, how does this even still happen, right? Like, I feel like this was like, when you say, I'm like, "Oh, this was so, like, 1990," or like, "Oh, this is so 1980." Like, I'm like, "This was so 2000." Like, 4 years later, like, as drivers, we're still dealing with the same customers lying. It baffles my brain. Does it baffle your brain? Because it baffles my brain all the time whenever I see something like this happen. So, I don't know whether customers realize the implications or even the effect that it truly has on the driver when when they do stuff like this. I think they think, honestly, selfishly, and I think I've said this before, so I apologize if I am repeating myself. But they are truly selfish people out there who really believe that I'm going to get something for free. I don't care who it affects, what it affects. All as I know is I just got $400 worth of groceries for free at the expense of Instacart and also the driver. And I think that's what really bothers me the most is it's the driver who gets put on the line for customers lying, right? Like the concept really is they're always going to take the side of the customer. Customers come first, and I come from a world where customers always come first, so I semi get it. But now I'm a driver, and no, that I was going to curse. I'm not going to curse. That stuff is just not right. It's just downright awful and mean, and I so anyway, so what did I do is I started chatting with Instacart support first thing this morning. I think it was like 7 o'clock in the morning when I was chatting with Instacart, and they're probably like, "Who's this chick chatting so early in the morning?" And what honestly really saved me is support. I said, "Can take a look at the picture. I know it has the house number. I know I set everything up nice and neatly and in a line on their porch. Like you can actually see in the picture." They said, "Hold on." And they pulled the picture up on their end. And they're like, "You are absolutely correct. You are at the right location." And there we have it. So they said that my account will not be affected by this and they'll deal with the customer on their end. Do I believe that they're going to deal with the customer? I really don't know the customer's end of it because I've never done something fraudulent at all on driver or customer end of it. So I don't know what they're gonna do. Honestly, I don't care. I care about myself, and I guess that makes me selfish, but I care about myself and my account and a customer reporting me not right or inaccurate. So does it bother you guys when stuff like this happens to you? Like, I know there's a mix of food delivery, rideshare, and grocery delivery drivers out there watching or listening to this right now. So you let me know. Have you seen this happen lately? Whether it's like could be any platform, and does it make you mad? Let me know. Go ahead. Chat amongst yourselves. And also, by the way, I am live on Instagram right now. So, hello to everybody on Instagram. However, it's not integrated in StreamYard, which is what I'm using. So, I can't see your chat. So, I apologize. Please chat amongst yourselves. I just can't see the chat right now. So, I apologize if you think that no one is paying attention to you. We are paying attention. I just can't view the chat or also chat with you guys right now, but I appreciate every single one of you tuning in and watching. Yeah, yeah. I surprisingly, Instacart support was very helpful. I find, I'll be honest, I like dealing with chat support with Instacart more than like any other platform. I have to tell you, I feel like I can get in and out, and a lot of times they handle your problems, except for the one incident where I thought I was being scammed. I know I was being scammed, and they kept trying to get me to complete the order. I'm like, no, like cancel the order, get rid of it. I don't want it. I don't want to be scammed. Get rid of it. I think that was the only frustrating point I had with Instacart support, but I feel like you can do a lot with the chat opposed to like literally talking to somebody who you can't understand over the phone. At least that's been my experience so far. Oh, but anyway, so that was my first order as a platinum shopper on Instacart. So I took today off, so I don't know what Thomas, I don't know whether I'll be able to get to diamond before the end of March because that means I have to complete another 100 Instacart shops before the end of March. And since I am a multi-apper and I am a side money plan girl, I don't know whether I'll be able to complete 100 Instacart shops unless I concentrate solely on Instacart. And I don't know whether my brain and my patience can work Instacart that much in the month of March. That's just me. I think I like the idea, and I guess having so many apps, and you guys can agree or disagree with me on this. I like that I have variety, and if I'm not in the shopping mood, I can just do food delivery. If I don't feel like doing food delivery for an hour, I can just turn on Instacart and go shopping and get out of my car and take a breath of fresh air. If I want to do catering and I want to do a large order, like that's available to me as well. Like I feel like I have a variety of things that like I don't feel like I'm in a rut just, picking up and dropping off, picking up and dropping off. I think that's why I enjoy having so many apps to choose from. Like, I don't get bored as easily when I just had, back in the day, I just had DoorDash, Uber Eats, and then I, ended up getting Grubhub and it was just food delivery. I know sometimes for me, like my attention span in a day, I it's short. So as you guys know, like I can't sit still at all. It drives me crazy. Like I have to be like on an order. I want to keep my meals moving because the minute that like I stop, that's when I'm just like, oh my God, I am bored out of my mind. And to me, this is having these apps, especially between food delivery and grocery delivery. I feel like I never get bored and I can kind of keep going and keep my mind going as well. But anyway, I thought Instacart, at least in my area, whenever I would turn it on. So I've had Instacart since 2020, and I literally started using it maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago is when I actually first started using it. Just because every time I turned it on, it was just, I'm like, there's no way I'm taking these orders. Why would I even take these orders? And then maybe I just wasn't giving it a fair enough chance and letting orders cycle through. What I've learned is to keep it on, at least in the front or even in the background. And if a good order comes in as I am working food delivery, I really found that, okay, a good order comes in, I'm going to take it. And it's a really good way of multi apping. And that's how I've worked it into my. My repertoire of apps. Oh, thank you. Yes, so it was my birthday last week. I took the weekend off. I don't ever take any time off, but it was a fantastic weekend. I spent it with my family. It's always nice to get uninterrupted time with my husband, my daughter, and it is just a fantastic. We had so much fun. Went out to dinner, just relaxed. We just did a whole bunch of fun stuff, and it's just always good to get away, just to like clear your mind every once in a while. So it was a very good weekend. So thank you very much. So anyway, so that was my Instacart, my first Instacart debacle coming. Oh, nice. Atlantic City. That's a trip I have to take soon. But anyway, so it got me thinking anyway with this whole Instacart thing, like it really does affect driver on any platform, on any level. So if there's any customers out there and you're thinking about doing something like this, please don't. It affects not just you, like you might get free stuff, but just think if you have a heart, think of everybody else that it affects. And we've always wondered, at least from the driver's perspective, right? We've always wondered, do customers ever really truly get deactivated from platforms? Do they ever get consequences like drivers do? Like, God, one missed thing and you get a contract violation on DoorDash, or, you know, I feel like anything can get a driver easily deactivated from any one of these platforms. But what happens to the customer? And I believe I did, and you guys can correct me, you probably know better than I do. I think I did a video on this once, like what's the consequence to the customer when they don't do the right thing by the driver? And that's a really good question. And I don't see him here tonight, so hopefully he'll watch the replay on this one. Christopher Taylor actually sent me an article this past, well, yet today, and it actually fits very well with what I am saying. And the article was from the Insider, and they found a whole bunch of customers who recently have been complaining, so to speak, that their accounts are getting deactivated and they can't get back on these platforms. A lot of them were Instacart, some of them were DoorDash, and a couple of them were Uber Eats, and they're all calling them, wait for this. You ready? They're calling it innocent mistakes. Do we believe that? Do we believe that customers are being deactivated for innocent mistakes? Yeah, I don't buy that, to be honest with you. So, the article itself, they said one customer, he moved and moved to a whole different area and decided to get trash bags and a whole bunch of stuff. And when he did that, he didn't realize that he had his old address plugged in to his into his app. So what do they do? He realizes it. He tries to rectify it with, forget whether it was, I think it was Instacart, but he tries to rectify it with Instacart. I think it was Instacart. It was either Instacart or DoorDash. But anyway, he tries to rectify it and give them the correct address. They couldn't reverse it because it was already being delivered. So he ended up going to his old address, picking up the items and bringing it back. He then later found his account was deactivated, and the what they cited him for was some irregularities. How many times have you guys had an address change in the middle of delivery? I feel like that happens to me. I'm not going to say often, but I feel like it happens to me maybe once every other month. And, as a driver, I'll be honest, it's annoying unless it's close. You have to get on the phone with support. You have to see how long it is. Are they going to give you more money? Are they not going to give you more money? Are you going to make the decision to go, not go, do it, not do it? Like it's frustrating when it happens. Well, in this case, I guess the customer got deactivated for putting in the incorrect address. So let me know, do you think he should have been deactivated for this quote, innocent mistake? Let me know, yes or no. Do you think that this customer should have been deactivated from the platform for putting in the incorrect address? And while you're there, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new here, coming here for the very first time, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. So, yes, no, do you think that this customer should have been deactivated from the platform? Hmm. I'll be honest, I don't think he should have been deactivated on the first go around. To me, this feels like he's done this before. And this could have been not his first time. If it's his first time and he got deactivated, I would say no. Like they shouldn't have deactivated his account. But if it's like the fourth, fifth, sixth time, and now you're costing the driver time, the costing the driver money, come on. How many times do you still keep making the innocent mistake? So anyway, so that was the first customer. The second customer decided, this sounds a little fishy. Maybe because I come from a world and I come from the retail world that whenever you see a large amount of gift cards, you question how they obtained the large amount of gift cards because most likely it's fraudulent activity. Well, this customer had a and this is an Instacart customer. They had a $3,000 Instacart gift card through rewards. First of all, how much is this customer spending on their credit card to get $3,000 worth of rewards? Can we stop right there? Does anybody like go, what? $3,000 in rewards. I don't know, but anybody's credit card, I think the most I get back is like 5% if they're running a promotion on rewards. $3,000 in rewards. Do you know how much someone has to put on their credit card in order to get $3,000 worth of rewards? Anybody find that, like, just a little weird? Yeah. So, as soon as this customer did a large order on Instacart, I think they said I forget how much, it was like hundreds of dollars on Instacart. They He got his stuff, but then they immediately deactivated his account. And they cited it as, I don't know what they cited it as, but anyway, I just know that he got deactivated. He called Instacart, got himself reinstated, saying that he, it was a whole misunderstanding, went to use the rewards and got deactivated again. So got deactivated twice. So, okay. So how close am I to, I just got platinum 2 days ago. So I have 100 deliveries to do before the end of March. I don't know, Red. I don't know whether I'm going to make it. I can try if I push Instacart the next like couple of like 2 weeks. I don't know. That's a 3 weeks. That's a lot of Instacart to do in 3 weeks. Do you think I can do it? Do you guys think I can do it? Do you think I can do 100 deliveries at the end before the end of March? I don't know. I guess stay tuned to find out. I think that's cutting it a little close. Huh. So anyway, so that was another customer. So he got deactivated twice for using the same $3,000 gift card on Instacart. So, okay, here's the next question. Do you think that this customer should have been deactivated twice for using a $3,000 gift card? Do you guys think that? Yes or no? Go ahead, put it in right now. Yes or no? Do you think that this customer should have been deactivated from the Instacart platform? Yeah, Instacart, it is a quarter, but the quarter ends at the end of March. So that means I legitimately have like what, 25, 22, 22 days? I don't know, my math is off, probably 22 days in order to get 100 deliveries on Instacart. That's a really big Instacart push in a short amount of time. I'll be honest. I would literally have to, and I'm with you, Red. You can do it if you focus. You just have to, yeah, prioritize it. Yeah, I would literally have to prioritize Instacart for literally 3 weeks. I don't know whether I can do that. I don't know whether my attention span would do it just based off of only doing Instacart. I don't know, but I'll keep you guys posted on what I do or how I do. I don't know. Stay tuned. I guess we'll see. I guess I'm not off to a good start today because I didn't work today, so there was no Instacart today, and I only did that one $60 shop yesterday. I guess I have to get some triple batches going on to get more, take some of those smaller orders that I can do like quickly, turn them and burn them as they say, right? Ah, anyway, so nope, you guys don't think he should be deactivated. Okay, I'll go with that. If he truly earned those rewards, I'll be honest, as a customer, I would be mad. I earned those rewards, right? Wouldn't you be mad? Like you earn those rewards, they're your rewards, and then the company goes and deactivates you for using those rewards. I would honestly, as a customer, I would be upset. Mm. So anyway, so then there was another customer, and I had this one I had to laugh at. And this was a quote because I didn't want to mess it up. She says, "I have a credit on my account from the mistakes that they made, and they won't reverse the deactivation because they want me to prove my identity." Why wouldn't you just prove your identity to get back on a platform if there's nothing wrong? Am I the only one who thinks that? To me, that's a little wacky. Like, to me, like, if you have nothing to prove, just prove your identity and you get back on the platform. But if you have credits, so to speak, from mistakes, to me, this means I just think that this customer has reported so many things missing, so many things she didn't receive that she's probably gotten so many credits that it flagged it in the system. And they said, yep, you're no longer on the platform. Am I wrong on that? At least that's my thinking. And then they're telling her she needs to prove her identity to say, hey, this is who you say you are, and she won't do it. To me, this one is the most, like, suspicious one out of all of them, but through the article, which I found very interesting, is a lot of customers are saying, you ready for this? That there's no reason that they are being deactivated. They're just getting letters. Does this sound familiar? They're getting letters that just saying that their accounts are deactivated, and they are not giving the reason why they're deactivating these customers' accounts. So, in turn, when you really think about it, I guess these companies are doing something, so to speak, about these fantastic customers who report things falsely. So I guess that's the eye-opening thing, at least to me, in this article is, a lot of these platforms are doing something. Customers are not happy about it whatsoever, and they're calling it innocent mistakes. So, in a percentage, how many of these things, so say there's 100, making this up, but say there's 100 customers who got deactivated from all these platforms. How many percentage wise do you think that they are fraudulent and that they should have been deactivated? Do you think it's 10%, 20%, 50%? There's no wrong answer to this. It's just fun to kind of speculate. How many of these accounts do you think were actually fraudulent and not innocent? I do. I have my Dr. Pepper sweatshirt. So this was a birthday present from Steve Rocher Rodeo. So thank you, Steve, for gifting me my fantastic. It's nice and warm and cuddly too. It was nice today because talk about spring fever. Oh my God, it was gorgeous here today. It was in the 60s. So it was just like t-shirt and sweatshirt type of day. So this was like the perfect day to use it. So thank you. Yeah. So Dr. Pepper all the way. I don't actually have, it's funny, I don't have the Dr. Pepper bottle, but I am drinking Dr. Pepper. And I did the green for St. Patrick's Day. So happy St. Well, we'll get that to end, but happy St. Patrick's Day. Do any of you guys celebrate St. Patrick's Day? So, Thomas, you said 25% you think are fraudulent. Okay. I'll be honest. I was more higher. I was going to say 50% were fraudulent, to be honest with you. If you think about how many customers try to get away with different things on all of these platforms, that's why I think it's higher. That's just my opinion. But could some of them be innocent mistakes? There was another customer who said that she tried to switch her payment method and it didn't go through, and then her account got flagged as fraudulent as well. So I do think innocent mistakes happen. I feel like it's the same thing, like drivers to customers, right? I feel like we're kind of experiencing the same things if you really think about it. Thank you, Thomas. Um, I really think we're kind of experiencing somewhat of the same thing. You have innocent drivers who get deactivated for stuff we don't even know why we get deactivated almost every single day. Like it's happened to, I can't tell you how many drivers, including probably some drivers that are listening to this right now. So it's funny or not funny because I don't want to ever see innocent people get accused or go through this. But then you have customers now who are reporting that they are innocent and they're being deactivated from the platform as well. So They're kind of at, we always say that these companies pit drivers versus customers. I think this is like the first time ever, right? That we can honestly say they're treating drivers and customers fairly, right? Isn't that crazy? To me, that's crazy to me. So anyway, I just thought that this really fit in really well with, how it really affects the drivers, because in this case, it's affecting the customers. What I find funny is in the article, there was one customer who actually quoted as well that they said, "We're not drivers. Why are we getting deactivated and the drivers aren't?" So they were completely flipping the script just like we do on the customer. Like they were really saying, "Hey, we're not drivers. Why would we get deactivated?" And they were really pointing fingers at drivers, which I find highly amusing. So, yeah, so it affects drivers. Now it affects customers. These companies are just deactivating happy, I guess. And we never know. We never know what's coming. We never know why. And that comes from both ends. But, I completely agree. We just need transparency. Isn't that the statement of the century? I can't even say the year because I feel like we've been talking about transparency for, oh God, for forever. Forever. If we had transparency, we would never be ever talking about half the stuff we talk about on YouTube, in social media world. Like we wouldn't even be having probably this conversation today, which is just mind blowing. So absolutely crazy to me. So does it affect drivers? It can. If customers lie in the long run, it really can affect the drivers. Guys, fight for what's right. That's my advice of the night. Fight for what's right. If you know you dropped it off at the correct location, fight for it. Submit pictures, submit your proof. And this is on any platform. This is on DoorDash. This is on Uber Eats. This is on Instacart. It's on Walmart Spark. Like, be smart. Cover your own butts. You thought I was going to say something different there. Cover your own butts and fight for what's right. Submit whatever you need to do in order to make sure that you're not affected by a crazy customer's accusations that really might not be true. So, I am going to be doing a lunch stream this week. I'm not going to commit to a day yet. I was thinking maybe tomorrow, but I have to kind of see how busy my day is. I've been trying to fit my lunch live streams into my days that aren't so crazy, and I can actually take an hour and spend it with you guys. I love doing them. So if you guys haven't checked out my lunch with Kim, please come hang out with me. It literally is just me hanging out with everybody, answering questions, chatting you guys up. And it's just a time for all of us to take a breather, take a break, even if it's for 5 minutes, just to say hi. But yes, I'm looking to do one, depending on my week, maybe two this week. I don't know. We'll kind of see um, how my week goes and what's kind of on my plate, because I had a lot going on between like my birthday and going away this weekend, and now I'm getting back into the groove of everything. This is kind of like my week coming up. um I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think what my week looks like coming up. So I'll say I might do a live with Kim, lunch break with Kim tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. It'll be tomorrow or Thursday. Thursday is the rodeo roundtable. I'll be with Steve at 9 p.m. and the crew over there. So if you're not doing anything, check us out at 9 p.m. on Thursday. Um, And then I'll probably do another lunch maybe towards the end of the week, maybe the weekend, so I can kind of get in touch with all you weekend people out there. I have I have a video coming out for the rideshare guy on Friday, and I have a video coming out tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. So look out for that. Um, I gotta have God, and then I think that goes there. There goes the week already. Oh my God, this jam-packed week. These weeks just literally fly by. Okay, this is crazy. So it says I had a lying Instacart customer who said I didn't deliver her order last week, but I called her when I arrived at her house to verify it was the correct house. She said it was and to leave it at door. I am so sorry that that happened to you. Hopefully it got corrected. I'm probably sure I'm late with all of this, but okay, so you went through the same thing I did. So Instacart customer service was very good and could see I delivered it, so they took care of it. The same thing happened with me. They took care of it on my end. I'm telling you, I am a firm believer of ensuring that the address, the number is in every picture. And if I can't get it in the picture, I always take a separate picture myself and just kind of keep it on file until I know the next day that it's cleared. It's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And the same thing happened to me. The customer did not revoke my tip at all either. Ugh, it's frustrating when it happens. I'm telling you, it really is. So anyway, that is my week. Don't forget, guys, to check out my podcast, which will be released tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. I have a video coming out at 11 a.m. Don't forget to check out the Gig Economy podcast if you want something else to listen to as you are driving. If you are here right now, don't forget to give this live a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate it. So, all of you guys out there, go ahead, do it now or on the way out. Also, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to this channel as well. And that's all I have for tonight. It was I can't believe I was talking about Instacart tonight, guys. Can you believe it? Platinum, maybe platinum. Here I am. Maybe diamond. Here I come. I don't know. That's a lot of Instacarts in 1 month. uh, I hate lie. I hate people who lie. I'm just saying. Take care of yourself, guys. Be safe out there. So, guys, until next time, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys for being here. Thank you for everybody on Instagram watching, everybody on Twitter for watching, and everybody here in the live chat. I greatly appreciate every single one of you. And if you're driving, please stay safe. Remember, kindness is always free. I love you guys, and I'll see you next video. Bye, everyone. Peace out.
Stop believing now. We can